What's going on, everyone? Ending the week on a green note. Took a swing trade yesterday that I sold today for a profit of $712. So let's go ahead and get into the video and review this trade. So for those of you who didn't watch my last video, I'm actually all out of day trades for the week, and so I definitely wouldn't suggest anyone to take a swing trading position if you don't have any day trades available, because you do not want to be stuck in a trade that isn't going accordingly to your plan, which is something that I always suggest. You want to go into a trade having a plan, and you want to have the option to get out of that trade if it doesn't go accordingly. With that being said, I was very confident in my technical analysis, which is why I went ahead and took the position anyway. So technical analysis carries the basic assumption that price action isn't random. It is something that can be identified through patterns, and so one of the patterns that a lot of traders use is price channels, and in this case I was able to identify a descending price channel within Hertz. Hertz is the car rental company, and the reason that I traded it, like I said, is because it has this descending price channel, and according to all of the studies that I use, it was ready for a breakout. So one of them is the MACD, and as you can see here, when this blue line gets rejected along the white, it's usually an indicator that that's the end of that uptrend, and it's likely to fall back down and then start to rise again. As you can see here, it gets rejected, sells off, and then finally breaks above the white, as you can see here. So when it does finally break above the white, we usually see a very bullish price action until it reaches this purple EMA, which is the 180-day EMA. Excuse me. And in this case, the price action relative to the last couple of days indicates to me that this stock is going to be pretty bullish for the next couple of days, which is why I went ahead and took that position. So as you can see here, the blue EMAs clearly break above the white, as previously seen during the other breakouts. So then what I do is I take a closer look using the 180-day and 30-minute time frame, and I try to identify levels of support. So as you can see here, the last breakout, we saw levels of support along these blue EMAs, and the same thing happens here. We see levels of support along the blue EMAs, and so that's why I took my position. And when you're trying to take a position, you don't want to go all in at the levels that you expect support. You want to start sizing up, because there's always the possibility that a stock will break that level of support, and then you're more susceptible to take major losses. And so taking a closer look, let's go ahead and look at the 5-day 1-minute chart. Taking a closer look, I first got my position here, and I tried to predict the bottom where I saw levels of support, and so I bought my first 500 shares at $15.02, and it hit a low intraday of $14.09. And so once I saw it break above this, essentially validate the support and then break above the blue EMAs intraday, I definitely started keeping a closer eye on it. And I actually woke up, I didn't wake up for the market open, and I had class in the mornings, so my positioning wasn't the best. I could have gotten a lower position, but in total my average buy-in price was $15.29, and the first position that I took was here at $15.02, right? $15.02, like I said. Now let's go ahead and go to my Robinhood and see that the next levels at which I bought shares were at $15.61, and then $15.64, so $200 for each, putting my average buy-in at $15.29. And so I actually built up my size during my first class of the day. So first position here at 1502, 500 shares, and then I added a total of 400 additional here at 1562 once I saw it break above the high of day. The high of day for that day, which was yesterday. So I held that stock overnight, and I sold it today at $16.08. The reason being is that the high of day yesterday was $15.96. So once it broke above that, I knew that according to, again, the previous price action, that it was going to start to have some resistance along these blue EMAs here. Because although the MACD broke above, the blue line broke above the white line, although that happened, even during its outbreaks, its bullish outbreaks, it still has to have a certain time frame where it's, you know, pulling back and then hopefully finding support and then breaking out again. So as you can see here, it tends to find resistance here along the blue EMAs, sells off for a couple of days, finds support, and then jumps back up. Let's go ahead and move along the chart. The last outbreak, same thing happens here, finding resistance here, selling off, and then jumping up. Although I wouldn't really count this price action because this gap up was due to earnings, so that's not something that you can see repeat itself, because it was based off of a soul, or based off of a catalyst that doesn't happen every day. So yeah, like I said, usually seeing resistance along those blue EMAs, resistance along the blue EMAs, selling off, and then breaking out again. So with that being said, I knew that it was going to find resistance just a couple of cents above the high of day for yesterday. And the high of day for yesterday was $15.96. So I went ahead and sold my shares at $16.08 right here. So around 8:50 a.m. I got rid of all of my shares and I pocketed those $712. And I also took a swing trade yesterday with Baozun, which resulted in a $45 loss. And the reason being that Baozun usually reaches a top, sells off, and then either creates a double top or breaks out again. And so as you can see here, it reached its high, sells off. It reached its high. This is previous price action at the end of last year, so a couple days ago. Reaches its high, sells off, and then early mornings gaps up and then sells off. So that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to buy the bottom of yesterday and sell it in the early hours of the morning for a quick gain. However, that didn't happen, and so I sold my position for a loss of $45, and I ended up taking up a small position in Activision because it did sell off aggressively today. It dropped about 10%, a little bit over 10% actually, and I bought it immediately after I sold Baozun, and my average buy-in was at $46.03, 108 shares, and I'm hoping to hold this for a couple of days at least. I definitely think it'll make its way up to $47, $48, and then, you know, either I'll see a breakout or I'll see it face resistance as it previously did here. And yeah, I'll decide whether I want to hold it for longer or if I just want to go ahead and sell that to have more capital on hand to take up more trades. But yeah, I'm super stoked about my Hertz trade because my weekly goal is $1,000, and seeing as I was out of day trades, I thought that I was only going to, you know, end the week with $300 in profit. But luckily the swing trade went really well and I was able to profit those $700, putting my gains for the week at $913, as you can see down here, $913 with 98 cents. And so yeah, that's really the key to trading, is you want to maximize your losses and maximize your wins and minimize your losses. So as you can see here, I really try to cut my losses as quickly as possible, $3.60, $108, $45, and then really maximize my gainers, which is right here, $358, $712. So hopefully we can keep up this momentum and see some more green days next week. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week.